What is up, everybody? Nibori here. Today we're going to be talking some Bless Online news. If you guys haven't heard, yes, there is craziness going on around the chili pepper. The chili pepper was selling for 45 silver each. It was supposed to be sold for 30 copper each. Bless Online addressed this, but it was way too late, and I'm not quite sure what they're going to do about the players that made tons and tons of money. Shame on Bless Online for letting this get through for as long as it did. Unfortunately, I missed it, alright? I didn't make any money off of this. I didn't know this happened until later, alright? I wish I capitalized on the money. No, I'm just kidding, but still. It is quite a big issue that people are able to farm this and made tons of gold. I ran into somebody that made 10,000 gold. So I'm not sure what Bless Online is going to do to get rid of the gold on people's accounts that did this, if they're even going to do it, which I doubt they are. But with that being said, who knows what's going to happen here? Did you guys make a whole bunch of money with this chili pepper? Or did you guys just say, I'm not going to be a butthole and exploit this? Let me know in the comments below. But let's get on to the further news here about PvP and what's going on in the new mode that's coming up. Yes, 70 on 70. Oh, ho, 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 baby. So let's go over some of the news that we have here. This is the EA update preview number 2. Now, Siege of Castra. Now, this is going to be a 70 on 70 siege battle, which sounds really damn cool, but if you guys played the PvP of 15 on 15, you might be a little bit skeptical to see what happens with the frame rates. Now, this might be a little interesting, and I'm curious to see how they're going to manage this, if there's going to be a stability update that resolves the issues of frame rates and things like that without having to mess with the INI files. Who knows, but I'm really excited for this. I'm really ready for some large-scale PvP, and I hope you guys are too. I just hope they can utilize this in the correct faction, that we're able to play this at a reasonable frame rate. They said here, following the Peninsula War, we're excited to announce the new update here, Siege of Castra, a large-scale battlefield. So 140 total players here. This is going to be crazy if they do it right and if they can manage to get the frames, like I said, the frames in order. Players above level 25 will be able to participate in the Siege of Castra by going to their system menu, Escape, War, or pressing B for the battlefield list. Once it's entered in the battlefield, they'll be able to prepare the official start of the war in Huron vs. Union military headquarters. So as you see here, there's going to be some sort of strongholds against each other. But the war lasts 30 minutes. A victory can be achieved by defeating the enemy commander, who is located in the opposing faction military headquarters. If neither side eliminates the opposing faction's commander, the war will end in a tie. Now, these are obviously going to be NPCs, but would have been really freaking cool if one person is able to be the commander. Now, that would have been really cool, but I doubt that's what it is. These are obviously NPCs that you have to defend, so that would have been cool, but obviously that's not going to happen. Now, there's a couple more screenshots here for you guys to check out. I'll leave this link below for you guys to look at. So apparently there is a thing called a purifying tree, which is an objective that's located in the middle of the battlefield. It can greatly help your allies. Players must be careful not to let it be taken by the enemy. The key to victory is to adapt and unify yet swift attack through forming a raid party, appointing a leader who can lead each faction. So I'm curious to see how this works. Obviously there's no voice cons in the game, but we could definitely see larger guilds getting in the action and doing some crazy mess. I'm definitely planning on this if we can get rocking and rolling here. The purifying tree, it says here in the middle of the road, this says if players succeed in taking over the tree, a vindictive spirit that attacks the military base of the enemy headquarters will be released. So this seems like it's going to be kind of like the trolls / ogres that are in the 15 on 15, but it's actually activated by an opposing faction. The problem with the ogres that are in the 15 on 15, well, there's no real rhyme or reason why they're there. It's just an artificial difficulty that is annoying as hell. I can't believe they actually put those in 15 on 15. It would make sense if the ogres were activated by actually getting a point, like the middle point there with the hydras. If you can get that point and you get ogres on your side that aren't that strong, but to be 3-tapped as a ranger is not very pleasant. And when you're trying to shoot somebody in the back and you just get punched in the neck by an ogre. As a vindictive spirit is unstoppable here, while it charges towards the fortress gates, players should be swift to claim the purifying tree for their own faction or risk having the vindictive spirit arrive at their own base. The vindictive spirit will soon head for the faction commander once the fortress gates fall. So if you take out the fortress gates, you can actually attack with the vindictive spirit and go right to the commander without any trouble I think that's going to be the main focus of getting this tree, taking down the walls, and going right for the commander. Or you could just be sneaky and go for the commander. I don't know. We'll see what happens here. Now we have a Guardian Stone. It's on the left and right paths. If the faction claims a purifying tree and seizes the Vindictive Spirit, the Guardian Stone will appear in the left or right path. If players manage to completely deplete the Guardian Stone's health, the Vindictive Spirit controlled by the enemy faction will disappear. So this is a way to get rid of the Purifying Tree and its Vindictive Spirit, which is nice. So there is an option to get rid of it without having to capture the tree. The faction that failed to claim the Purifying Tree before the enemy must decide whether they want to directly eliminate the spirit themselves or go through the Guardian Stone. So there's two options. They can kill the spirit or they can get the stone. So there's two options to defeat it. But you're definitely going to have to decide between the two. You don't want your team split up on, hey, oh, we should go kill the tree. Oh, we should go get this stone. You got to definitely decide on what objective you want to go get. Defensive equipment, faction military headquarters. So it sounds like we're going to have some options here for defense. 4 mobile artillery located at the front of each faction's military headquarters to help defend the base that you guys have here. So we're going to have a couple options here. It's going to show us here. Here's the tree. This looks like the stone, apparently. Looks like some teleports here. I'm not quite sure what this is. I guess teleports or something. I'm not quite sure what those pictures are. Those don't really look like siege weapons, but they might be. Who knows? Rankings, so we're going to have rankings in the PvP here as well. Of your PvP rewards and things like that, you also get medals for doing certain things. This one says like 10 kills, 3 kills while your vitality is low at 20%. So things like that, and it's also going to show all your stats here. Gates destroyed, lords destroyed, enemy NPCs, all the classes in the game, including Assassin and Mystics that aren't in the game. Maybe they'll pop up in this patch. I doubt it, but that is still on the list. I'm not sure why. I guess they couldn't get rid of it. Rewards for playing Siege. So we're going to have a couple different rewards here. If a victory is achieved, the player's faction successfully eliminated the enemy commander. So if this is you kill the enemy commander, 400 combo points plus 100 quest performance points. So that's going to be really cool. Big increase on those points. Not quite sure what you can expect in the future of what you can use these points for. I know you can use them in the special shop. However, if the war ends in a tie or defeat, the player's faction failed to eliminate the enemy's commander, or that their own commander is eliminated, you get 150 combat points and 35 quest performance points. Now, I don't even know what quest performance points are. They haven't stated that yet, unless I'm completely missing something that we've already seen. I could be wrong. Siege of Castra quest completion. So the quest that you apparently can get every day, like you can in the 15 on 15, 700 combat points, 30 crystallized magic power. So craft up, baby, craft it up. More details regarding Siege of Castra and its update schedule will announce later the patch notes. So I'm ready to see what happens here in this new 70 on 70. Let me know if you guys think this is going to be a laggy mess or it's going to be really fun. Hopefully they can get their things together and this isn't laggy, because if this is super laggy, this might be the final straw for those of you that are really into PvP and want some PvP action, that aren't satisfied with the 15 on 15. And I'm not sure if this is going to be a timed event or what, like the 15 on 15, certain scheduled times that this is going to be out, or it's going to be out of a time. I would love for the 15 on 15 and this game mode to be out either or. So like I would rather, you know, maybe have the 15 on 15 this time and then have the Siege this time, but you can always have PvP action. That's the thing that we don't really have of much right now. Yeah, you can do world PvP, but you're kind of gated by not being able to do the 15 on 15 whenever you want. So let me know what you guys think about this new patch coming out here for Siege of Castra coming out in the future. Also, let's get a discussion going on how you feel about your characters. Do you feel like someone's super overpowered? Do you feel like your character is definitely in the pooper? Well, let me know what you guys think. If you guys enjoyed this video, if you guys want to see more Bless Online content, be sure to drop a thumbs up so I know to do so. And if you guys are new to my channel, be sure to subscribe. I'm curious to see what this 15 on 15 and the Siege battles are going to evolve into. Hopefully the frame rate's good, because right now the end game content is pretty much non-existent, and the PvP action will definitely give us something to hold on to, and those of us that love PvP will get some action that we definitely deserve. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one, and peace out, baby. Peace.